Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, today we're talking about the game-changing new rule that will allow special provisions to get access to their TSP earlier. Now, if you're new here, welcome, great to have you. My name is Dallin Hawes. I'm a financial planner and CFP who loves working with federal employees just like you so you guys get the most out of your benefits and retire confident one day. So if you are a traditional FERS employee, you want to cover your ears, you want to close them down because this only applies to special provision federal employees. You know who you are. You're the law enforcement, air traffic controllers, firefighters. You folks, you know who you are. The retirement rules are different for you, and this rule that passed late last year is different for you as well. Long story short, in the past, you would not be able to get access to your TSP if you retired before 50 years old, okay? Let me talk through, give some context before I dive in here of what the rule is and what has now changed, okay? So, as you know, as special provisions, you can retire. There's two criteria that you have to hit in order to retire. Number one, you have to be at least 50 years old with 20 years of service, or if you have 25 years of service, you can retire at any age, okay? So if you started at age 20, which is common for some of these professions, if you start at 20, by age 45, you can retire as a special provisions FERS federal employee. You can retire, get a pension right away, keep your health insurance, do all that good jazz. You can retire, be done, okay? However, in the past, if you left the government before age 50, before age 50, you couldn't access your TSP until 59 and a half. That was the rule, where if you made it till 50, then boom, you can get into the TSP right away. But if you retired before the year you turned 50, then you couldn't. You were not able to access your TSP until 59 and a half. It was an all or nothing rule, where if you made it, again, you left the government at age 50 or later, boom, you could get access right away without a penalty. But if not, if you retired in the year you turned 49, then boom, you would have to wait all the way until age 59 and a half to get into your TSP without penalties. Now, the rule is changing. That's the good news, is that the Secure Act 2.0 that passed December 2022, this was a piece of it. Now, we don't know exactly how it's going to be implemented perfectly, other than we do know that it will give special provision federal employees access to their TSP before age 50. Exactly how that works and exactly who's going to be eligible for that, we don't know specifically. I'm sure there's going to be more guidance coming out as these things are actually implemented. If I had to guess, it might be tied with just being eligible for a full-blown retirement as a special provision. Like if you're eligible to retire, then boom. Because I don't believe, let's say someone just left the government, didn't retire, just resigned. I don't believe they would allow him to get access to their TSP right away without penalty, but I don't know. We'll see. The guidance is not out yet, but I wanted to make a whole video on this just so you had an idea that, hey, the rule has changed and there is opportunities, especially for those that started young under a special provision FERS position, that there's going to be a way to get into your TSP right away without a penalty earlier than 50. We'll see how it's actually implemented later. Hopefully we get more guidance on that soon. I'll certainly keep you updated. Now, if there's any traditional FERS federal employees out there that didn't cover your ears, like I said, again, these rules don't apply to you. They only apply to special provisions. And if you're a traditional FERS, the age you have to think about is age 55. The rule for traditional FERS is if you retire from the government at age 55 or later, then you can access your TSP without penalty before 59 and a half. The rule for traditional FERS is age 55, and that has not changed. That is still the rule for traditional FERS federal employees. So I hope that's helpful. Good luck with everything. If there's any questions, especially for you special provision folks, if there's something you have questions on, there's a link in the description below to submit those, and we do our best to create content in the future that is based on the questions you guys submit. So hope that's helpful. Have an incredible rest of your day. See you guys next time.